Nobody has projected us at the Grammys like Rocky. Nobody. No beyond that.
Ghana.
Yes. Because it has really projected Ghana to the outside world. Nema Rocky, if you actually read the profile, amazing stuff.
So over the week, na Ebetu just said the Minister of Foreign Affairs, these individuals, a diplomatic passport, Rocky Dawunin, Wademaya, Denta Amwatin, Anita Eskin, and Ibrahim Mahama because of Omumbodimbo Mumbo to promote the country, the culture, and Africa as a whole. Now, you see Ebetu Jana Ebinimu Ekase, Ebinimu Endeserve, Ebinimu so the congratulate to Omu. Now, more Kase Ebinimu Endeserving more the Wademaya because previous government no criticize a previous government because of that and a NDC that's why buy a woman a diplomatic passport na onangasan omu hu bibia or deserve a diplomatic passport binim so mo congratulate Shatawale and Kevin Taylor and others Shatawale so or kase onoso we here a diplomatic passport. Now on United Showbiz, or Motna Munim say United Showbiz, anything about the creative industry, United Showbiz, won't discuss it about it. Now United Showbiz or Motna or more are discussing about a passport or more diama these creatives na yenti na answer na ebeti no send your first time our channel we soon as I won't subscribe ya me so be subscribe na one like video yi ama for so either enye bi either ahwe udi yenti
benefit our diplomatic passport in the amount. I think that's brilliant. I don't know they weekend way, but
I am a manager.
Oh, and on camera.
On
camera. Baby, no other.
Oh, yeah, but
tonight, when you press So last week, I'm a little bit critical on the Abayano because no my SKBR for this year budget, but this week there, maybe baso. Oh my idea, pana. I believe say Honorable Kujeto team Onyomushia to do the selection. They were on point.
Okay.
And me who said killed who bomb. I mean obviously they were, the aspirant head. Until the who bomb pan na. Members of the team are with advice, admonition, be on the board honorable to actually settle on the names no. Because the selection no varied. It touches on almost every sector within the industry. Most say the industry you can't most popular sectors in music. And movies. But the way our selection they call really decided some shortlisting, some whatever went into that consensus, no, I think that they did very well. They bought Mabaso. Now, I say Mabaso because over the period, no, never be say because and recognition, no, because this is a big honor. The facts of Matna saying say no, Kophobia and I say individuals be or creative industry no more. Apart from what they do for their individual respective selves, omo near omo a project Ghana to the outside world in Africa. Let's give them this